Yo, and a good day to all my gamers out there. Welcome. This is Mix here of Gregarious Games. Thank you for all that's tuning in. I'm going to try to make this particular vid one of my more quicker ones as we go through the rundown installing my, as you see behind me, my PS5. I've held on to this little bad piece right here for nearly a month. And last week I did an unveiling showing you all that I picked it up some weeks ago along with an additional controller and some games I got. I got one of them right here, which is the Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Everybody's already on this piece, so I gotta catch up, right? But the reason why I was so in a sense just relaxed or laxed in revealing, the PS5 console here is that I wanted to be able to give you all, as well as myself, a more comfortable way of operating the console and making sure that it's actually fit in a place that I prefer it to be. Because not only I'm going to be on pretty much these type of games like Modern Warfare, but I'm also going to be doing a lot more of the F1 auto kind of driving. As you already know from last week's video, I also purchased Gran Turismo 7. So that's why I say this particular area is my gaming station for consoles here in my bedroom. But I'm also going to be doing another video as well, unveiling the Next Level Racing F. It's the F Light racing seat. So be prepared for that. Be prepared for that. We got a lot of new content coming up. So, I know I've been a little bit lax on more so of the gaming, but as you see, Mix is coming back. He's coming back in full effect, not only just with the retro gamings that you see in my other gaming room, along with my horticulture. That's the retro thing. So now I'm trying to get more present day, more modern, getting back to getting back to the console gameplay. So let's just before we even unbox this, I got some things I want to show you that concern where I'm going to be actually putting this PS5. So I'm going to be showing you all that right now. Let's get started. Alright guys, if you've seen some of my videos, both with video games and the retro arcade one-up style things, I don't do things in the more easier fashion. I do take the more longer and more rough road. So what this particular piece here is, this is, as you read, the under desk mounting setup. This is the template to where the PS5 will be seated right here underneath this piece of black board that you see underneath the template right now. So where am I going to be putting it? Well, to answer your question, it's going to be going somewhere along here. So I'm going to get my dust cloth, wipe all of this down because it's a good time to do it, and then we'll get started into that. All right, folks, we are back. Dusted off the area where I'm going to be mounting the PS5. So now that we got that out of the way, first instructions is telling us to do here. There is, on the flip side, on the other side of this sheet of paper here, there are 4 in the corner. There's 4 adhesive pieces to keep this template in place. So that's going to be the first thing that I do to make sure that it goes nowhere. All right, so we're going to do that first. All right, next up, what we have, by the way, before we even go into the next instructions here, I picked this whole mounting bracket kit. I picked it up, as you see the name right there, Monsoltech. I'll go with that, Monsoltech. I found this on Amazon, so you can pick yourself up one, or you can do a Google search if Amazon is out of stock. But yeah, I went ahead and picked it up from there. I honestly can't even remember the price tag on it. It had to be pretty reasonable for me to pick it up. Another reason why I went with this particular under desk mount is due to this particular piece right here, this silver piece. This is like the locking screw mechanism that holds the PS5 into place. And then you can easily just unscrew it just the same if you want to travel with it, whatever the case is. So next order of business, we have to, now that we have the instructions all in place, we have to drill the hole in each respective area, so that way we can be able to follow up in part 3 instructions there and mounting up the brackets with the screws. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. Okay, so now that we have all the holes that have been pre-drilled. By the way, you will need some type of drill mechanism. You can try to do this with a, if you have some type of particle board like this, you can try to use a self-tapping, you can try to use a manual screwdriver for this. I don't see the harm in it because they do say that you can be able to screw this by hand. When you start putting the screws into the mounting hardware, you can use a screwdriver for that. I'm going to use my drill instead. I'm going to still use the drill, and I'm going to set it for the actual, now we're using it for the actual to drill screws in, and not for an actual drill, because it all depends on the power. So that's why you want to change those settings up. I'm pretty sure, guys and ladies, you know how to use a drill, by now in your life. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to remove this template, and then I'm going to put these mounting brackets back atop where the holes are, as you see. And then I'm going to get to screwing these screws here in and mounting this thing up. So let's get started. Okay, we finished up the left side nicely. So what I'm going to do is the same as I did on the left as I'm doing to the right. I'm just going to by hand kind of pre-screw these screws in. So for the sake of time, and since I'm doing this also for content, trying to lessen any mistakes. So yeah, that's what we're doing here now. So I'll finish this up and you'll see the finished product. All right, with them already hand pre-screwed in, I'm gonna go ahead and use the drill. Okay. Now that we have the mounting brackets installed, we should be able to move forward and putting the PS5 in. So let's begin. Also, the left side is where you'll be putting this locking screw. This piece right here, this silver piece I was speaking on earlier, it goes right through this slot right here, and it'll screw inside to the PS5. So we'll get to that in a moment. But first, let's go ahead and unveil the PS5. Play like never before. I'm telling you, man, feels like he's a kid in a candy store. All right, first step, you gotta bust the seal, right? Okay, very nice. I love how they have the IKEA instructions for those that cannot simply lift a flap up, right? I love that. Already liking what I'm seeing here, and I haven't even gotten to the hardware specifically just yet. So what they have here, they have the quick guide instructions as I would expect. They also have here, looks like the power cord, of course. I believe this is the controller. Yep. Very, very sleek indeed. Yeah, man, 2 years in the waiting. Oh my gosh, I really love how that looks. I had no idea it had that transparent look to it, man. Holy crap. Very nice, very nice. All right, fam. So I was about to start flipping and tripping because I didn't think that they included a HDMI cable, but I had to look underneath the flap here, to double check. So yeah, it was there. And they also included, yes, they included the charging cable, which I'm not worried about that so much because I did purchase a DualSense charging station for both controllers. So we're good to go. So now Only thing left that I need to do is mount this bad mama jamma up right here now. The one thing I did want to mention is that I found where this piece goes here on the side, there is like a little plug. You just pull the plug out, that goes right there, and as you can tell or see, let me go a little bit if I can. Yeah, as you can see, there's a screw that goes in, and then you just screw that in along to the bracket here. Let's see. Yeah, to the bracket there on the side that goes over there. So that's where I'm going to be. Let me just go in for a closer look. That's where I'm going to be mounting up the this bolt right here now. All right, so let's start. All right, boys, there it is. The PS5 has been successfully mounted, and I have to say, you know, it's out of the way. It's concealed. It's, you know, I don't want to say compact, because this thing, as you already know, for those that already own a PS5 or is considering getting one, be prepared to lose well over a foot of your entertainment space, because I have my DVDs in there, I had some games over there, but all of that is going to have to probably go to the top row, and I still don't have enough space to put my DVDs. So I'm just going to have to, you know, go along with the program, evolve, you know, and just kind of stream what I like to watch that was on my DVDs. So that's not a problem. I'll just keep what I have, you know, for memorabilia purposes, right? You know, keep it nostalgic. But I am liking what I'm seeing so far. It's, like I say, it's where it needs to be. I really didn't want to put it up here into this area. I already have my PS3 right there, the PS4, and all of the old school, you know, games down below. My Sega Genesis is over there, as you may can tell. Yeah, I got the Sega Genesis down there, and I got the Nintendo down there. But I think for all intensive purposes, as to what I'm going to be doing with the PS5, this is a better look. So to not drag this on any further as far as for where we're at, let's go ahead and power this baby on. Alexa, turn on bedroom television. Okay, so now that we got the TV going, I'm going to go ahead and start unboxing this unit right here, start charging up the two controllers, and so we'll get to the powering stage in just a moment. Let's go, baby! Yes! So, before we continue, I'm going to have to get rid of that little arcade machine right there, and this one, because I need this to be propped up there. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually fit very well down here in its nook with the PS5. So I'm going to do what I have to do and just place it up there.
Connect your controller to the console with the USB cable and press the PS button.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so with the language already selected, I went with UK English or United Kingdom English. And now we just need to insert a game. This right here, and we can get to work. So let's go. So good. All right, let's begin. All right, I'm going with this particular option here because I do want my game software to update while in rest mode, and I do want the controllers to be charged also while in rest mode. So I'm going with the optimized experience. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way now. I'm gonna be adult about it.
80 seconds left.
All right, so close to a minute left. We'll see, because this is just the initial. You know how PS4 did the same way. So we'll see. Get back with you in a minute. Back in business, baby. So what we're doing, pressing the PS button here. So all right, so let me put in my credentials so we can really get started on some gameplay.
Input field.
Okay, as far as for the privacy settings, I'm going to keep it social and open. Like I say, I want to get to know folks out here in the PlayStation world. So we're going to apply that information.
See what you're doing. Data collection. Help us build the best PlayStation experience. To improve our services.
Yeah, keep that moving. All right, so what's going on right now? I'm prepping for a data transfer. Basically all of my PS4 data that you see from this console is going to be transferred down to the PS5 here. So yeah, beauty of a wireless connection, you know. We're past the halfway mark right now for that transferred data. So we're looking pretty good, man. PS5 is pretty flash. By the way, I went ahead and ordered also an additional 2 terabytes worth of memory for the PS5. I got that like nearly a month ago, so you can check that out on Amazon as well. All right, so far we're at around 14% as you can see with the transfer of the data and save data from my PS4 going to the PS5. This part is going to take quite some time. I can already see that taking place, so I'm not going to even hold you, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm going to do is make this, I'm going to end this since we're about 15 to 16 minutes in to the vlog, and I'm going to create a part 2 which will introduce not only my Call of Duty gameplay, but I'm going to also focus more so on my Formula F1 GT seating arrangement that I have set up, along with the steering wheel and foot pedals as well. And that'll be the part 2 and the finalization of the reveal of my PS5 and gameplay. So I want to thank all of you for sticking in here with me. And let me tell you, say, by tomorrow, if not by the end of this weekend, I'm going to have that update for all of you. So again, thank you so much for tuning in today, and just be ready for some gameplay. All right. I'll check you all on the next one. Peace.